Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is my very first YouTube video ever, so thank you for joining this adventure with me. First and foremost, I want to glorify God for even putting it on my heart to record this. So I just pray that this reflects Jesus' love, his heart, and reaches who it needs to reach. Originally, I was going to make this video about something else, but as I was spending time with the Lord in my secret place, he told me to put the other idea on the side for now and asked me to draw who he is. So at this point in the conversation, I'm literally sitting on my bed, bewildered, flabbergasted. Like, how am I going to draw that in one picture, Lord? So he prompted me to think back to the very beginning when I first met him. So here's the video. Who is Jesus? Little background story. I grew up Catholic, but I never had a real understanding of Jesus, or more or less just believed he was a fairy tale character. But like every lukewarm Christian, when I needed something, he was real, and he was who I went to. Until high school, that is, because after a series of very unfortunate events, I had an encounter with him. My best friend at the time and we went to a non-denominational youth service, and we were all packed inside of this huge gym, and we were singing Build My Life by House Fires. As we were singing about his love being a firm foundation, something like a blanket that was woven out of pure light. It was so familiar, so warm, and it just wrapped around me. And I couldn't see it. Not with my physical eyes, at least. I couldn't see it. But I felt it. I felt it wrapped around me. I felt the warmth. I felt the purity. I felt the love. And it was just so good. And I started crying right there in the middle of that gym, full of other high schoolers. It was crazy. But that was the moment I realized that Jesus was real. There was just no denying it. There was no doubt in my mind that pure love feeling that had wrapped around me was him knocking at my door. back to the story time. Even though that church gym was where I first recognized Jesus, that was just the beginning of my walk with him. And when I say beginning, I mean baby crawling for the first time beginning. I wasn't even walking in the faith yet. I was barely even crawling. I really wish I could say it was a simple straight line from point A to B, but I would just be lying if I said that. I was pursuing him for a short time, but then more series of unfortunate events occurred and I fell from him. But I never stopped believing in him. But even though I believed in him, I was not actively pursuing him. In fact, kind of the opposite. I was heavily living in open sin. Like, I was being very openly sinful. And in my lowest point, after a horrible breakup, after a horrible car accident, and on the verge of homelessness, was when he knocked at the door again. He knows what he's doing. His timing is impeccable. This time, though, when he knocked, I answered, and I didn't just peek through the peephole, like I opened that door. His mercy and his grace and his love just fully engulfed me, and he ordered my every step since then, and he helped lead me to get where I needed to go to get closer to him. So this was like a very summarized version of my first time encountering Jesus. But as I was sitting there in my secret place, this is where he drew me to go to draw this picture. And once I was done painting this, the Lord helped me to write something to describe the painting. So this is what him and I co-wrote together, if you will. Who is Jesus? Jesus is a light to my feet. He orders my steps and makes clear his perfect path. When I stumble, his mercy and love pursues me. His rod and staff comfort me. He renews me and my mind. His peace is beyond me. His love consumes me. His fortress is my solace. In his shadow I find rest. His patience teaches me as his gentleness molds me. His might leaves me in awe, and words cannot begin to describe love that is so pure, glory so profound, or eyes so enamored and concerned. The joy that is found is uncomparable. So who is Jesus? Jesus is light.